Welcome back, or those of you stuck with us, thank you for sticking with us here at SpeedGaming 2. We have the second of a pair of Super Mario Bros. 3 Randomizer Tournament Swiss round matches coming your way here. This time we have HighFlyer and JonnyLink, both of whom are 3-3 heading into tonight. Alongside Demon Battler, I'm from Burgundy, and we have these pair of races coming your way.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to SG2. This is going to be a very interesting set of races now.
These are two very good, notable runners for sure. I've seen a good bit of them over the course of the first few weeks here. Even commentated with one or both of them, and. Yeah, don't be fooled by that mod that's there. It's Mario versus Peach in this sense here.
So both of these runners are 3-3, correct?
Correct.
It'll be interesting to see if they split it up and end up 4-4 by the end of this.
Anything is certainly possible here with these two. Now, a reminder for this first flag set, hammers may or may not break locks. All of the worlds and levels are going to be shuffled, including the beta ones. There will be no end card, and that Angry Sun's going to be activating a lot sooner than normal. All non-fort stages will be question mark panels. And here we are starting off in Skyland.
And it looks like it's almost a free world right here.
Keyword being almost. As both runners getting through these super tanks pretty quickly here. Plowing through like they're the A-team. And what do you know? That fort happens to unlock that particular lock. Both runners going to go and try to get an item here. Well, JonnyLink taking a death here to the Boomerang Bros. We see that it's a music box. And JonnyLink going to forgo it after the death and just go right onto the airship, which is World 2's airship.
Yeah, honestly, losing out on the music box isn't that big of a deal for the most part, so...
And we see Roy as a Quaker and takes 1, 2, make that 3, 4 hits.
So not quite our boy, but pretty close. And funny enough, because of losing the life to the Hammer Brother, JonnyLink actually has a slight lead going into this.
Yeah, probably a good, 6 or 7 seconds, give or take. 146 to in the King's hand to, 10 seconds even.
Oh, and a hammer for the reward.
And it breaks locks.
Oh, this is going to be a fast seed then.
Oh, we see the Angry Sun already into the mix here.
Unfortunately for HighFlyer, the sun did not activate just yet, so the hitbox was not in play.
Never works out the way you want it to with those things. So quickly through 6-8, go both of our runners. And just like that, we go from ice into the desert. 2-3, I believe.
I believe that is the case.
I'm slowly but surely getting more familiar with these. I never professed to be a savant at this game, that's for sure. Quick fireball and an invincibility star. And now some P-speed strats here.
And I believe this is the World 4 airship.
Yes, because it has that question mark block at the end, and... well, that did not take long at all. That is the third race that I've called this evening where Larry has been a one-hitter. Hello, Larry. Goodbye, Larry.
So just a little pickpocket then.
Yeah.
And it looks like the king has Frozen on his mind.
Maybe he's pining to go to Ice World.
That's actually kind of funny that the mod actually has Mario send the letters.
Oh, that is amazing.
Oh, Boss Bass at the very end, but no meal now.
We go from the sky back to the water. With 3-1?
Correct.
Oh, who put a question mark at the end of my teleprompter? Sure, we'll use that to explain away my uncertainty.
And 7-4 for the next level.
Just seeing all those electric obstacles just gives me agita watching them get through it. And they have no trouble with it. I'd be in a panic by now.
It's actually interesting that they were able to, that Fred was able to, like, adjust 7-4, considering the fact that 5-9, for example, wasn't able to.
Well, I think swimming's a little bit easier to handle with that than the diagonal jump that one would need to make with those platforms. As we
Fair
see
point.
7's second fortress, or 7F2.
Piranha Fort.
The bane of many SMB3R runners' existences.
I'm not gonna lie, it's actually kind of interesting. Like, I forgot how much better it is in vanilla compared to what we usually see here.
I think it's been so long since I've played vanilla, I only know it as the nightmare that we see on a race-by-race basis.
HighFlyer taking the fort, which turns out to be Carpet Fort.
6F3.
Meanwhile, JonnyLink is looking for the way to Wendy. But based on what we see with the map, there's a chance there might actually be a lock blocking the way.
Well, that hammer could certainly help with that. Or if not that, then something else. lock and or rock related.
And HighFlyer finds the end path first.
Those airships always felt so much bigger in vanilla, but I guess it's because of the auto scrolling.
Alright, we don't know what kind of diet Wendy was in, because HighFlyer got the fire kill.
But it looks like JonnyLink will be able to help resolve that mystery. We see one hit from a high jumping Wendy. Make it 2, 3. Uh-oh. And 4. And another music box for HighFlyer. But we see a fort is going to have to build the bridge.
Oh, we see 7-5 and HighFlyer wants no
HighFlyer
part of
nopes
it.
out of it.
We haven't even seen any of the major enemies out of it, but HighFlyer is not taking any chances.
So instead we get 4-3.
JonnyLink taking care of a couple of troublesome fire brothers. And JonnyLink chooses to play through 7-5, so let's see what HighFlyer decided to avoid.
My guess is pain.
Well, I mean, for Alcatraz, that's already a given. 2 fire chomps, though, that is definitely a little concerning. And it is a long level, too.
Gets the clip, though.
And HighFlyer is currently going through 2-4. JonnyLink making nice work at the clip to get out of 7-5.
And here is 4F2, the donut fort. Also, what is it with y'all and you know, various food references to things? You have the donut fort, you have the whole Wendy's thing. Y'all are making me hungry.
Never mind the mac and cheese.
I don't even know that reference.
That's getting the first try clip on 7-1.
Ah, I didn't realize that also had a food reference to it, and mac and cheese also sounds delicious right about now. Oh, hey, look, it's World 1's airship.
This is a jet seed right here. 4 levels in just 12.5 minutes. That's insane. Oh, HighFlyer needs to be careful.
Yep. Iggy's hitbox being a bit problematic, but gets through it.
And JonnyLink is out of the donut fort.
And on to desert we go.
Ooh, and the letter actually provides a hammer suit. That's going to be pretty good if they hold on to that till the end.
And usually they do. At least from what I've seen of the runners. So this is 6, 7 with all the donut things here. Quick in, quick out.
And a high-flying boss bass. How horrible would you feel if you went through that level just to get nommed falling out of the pipe?
Well, Boss Bass knows how to, at least in the randomizer, take you out in a number of ways. By sea, by land, and by air, apparently. And there goes the fortress taking out the lock. Gonna see where the pipe leads. Ooh. Interesting decision here.
I do not believe HighFlyer is aware of whether the hammers break blocks or not at the moment.
Understandable. So that's a quick jaunt instead through 3-3. As we have the Navy over on JonnyLink's side.
Oh, and HighFlyer actually transformed one of the Hammer Brothers into a coin ship.
Huh.
I did not realize that would actually be possible in World 2.
Your guess is as good as mine on that one. But now we have 5F1 for HighFlyer. JonnyLink is going to use the hammer on the lock here.
And it's 5-2. So JonnyLink gets a slight lead again.
Oh, I did see a boss bass there, though. Oh.
Oh, and sniped by the Paragoomba. Oh, Brandy does have a good point. Flyer does have a cloud on hand, so that can be an easy time save right there.
And a couple of worlds left in which to use it.
Heavy Morton.
Taking fireballs, so at least a couple of hits.
And HighFlyer gets the fire kill as well.
We'll never know.
So 1723, one hand for the king. And 33, so about a 10-second gap.
This has been close throughout, and now here is World 7.
Time to see if the pipe maze lives up to its reputation.
Also, the fact that they're already at World 6, 18 minutes in, If you're just tuning into this late, you're probably looking thinking, they had to have used a warp whistle, even though it's not allowed.
Yeah, there's a very solid chance this could end up a sub-30 seed.
It's going to take some proper guessing on fortresses and pipes. And yeah, that that could be possible too. Gets to the pipe maze at 18 minutes, takes another 18 minutes to figure out the maze. That is entirely a possibility here.
Yep.
This could be the game going, you didn't think it'd be that easy, did you?
So JonnyLink out of, I believe this is 3-4, I believe?
Yes.
It makes me wonder if the path to... Makes me wonder if the path to the Promised Land is going to be the one past the 7-4 square.
That is a possibility as we see both runners now in 6-5.
Actually, if I think they've gone through pretty much all of the other pipes, so I think the 2 pipes to the last island are the ones behind the Piranha with the lock, and the one behind 7-4. I think those are the only other 2 pipes they have left to try. And they can't possibly loop to each other.
Alright, now JonnyLink with 2-2 and a couple of bloopers with Offspring here in the water.
You can almost just feel the lag as a viewer right here. But JonnyLink is out, keeps his tail, and gets a 1-up for his trouble as well.
And we have World 3's second fortress, or 3F2.
Flooded fort in the pipe maze. Guess that means a pipe broke.
If only there was a plumber to take care of it. That'd be too easy.
Unfortunately, it seems he's in another castle.
That was good. I have to sit back and soak that one in.
Ooh, one of the beta stages. I believe a 3-9 beta? Oh, HighFlyer's taking a chance to go a little further.
Yes, 3.9 beta.
The interesting thing is the fact that they're still so close to each other this far in.
All right, and the fort in the way here is the Air Force.
Everyone get your salutes.
JonnyLink dispatches a Boom Boom first. But the difference is like 5 seconds between the two of them.
JonnyLink decides to put the Piranha to sleep, and HighFlyer goes for it.
All right, let's see how many hits Ludwig takes here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. It's going to be 4.
As a quick side note, thank you for actually going as far as finishing it in German, because I actually only know up to dry because of Pokemon.
I didn't know that it was in Pokemon. I figured the other thing a lot of people say is, oh, I know it from Oktoberfest. But that's, yes, drink responsibly out there, people. 1, 2, 3, Zuffa, ziggy-zaggy, oi, 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 and all the rest, yes.
JonnyLink got an off-screen womp grab, which is pretty cool. Or was it HighFlyer that got it, actually? Yeah, we're... Now I'm getting lost.
You and me both.
I believe this is supposed to be 6-2, if I remember correctly. Thank you, Brandy. It was HighFlyer with the wand grab.
Or no, wait. No, that had clouds. 6. I don't know. They're already through it.
And it looks like JonnyLink's gonna get a star kill on the Boom Boom, so everyone get your bros out.
For your Yex, because it's an upside down key? And HighFlyer with the more commonly known upside down question mark or bro instead of orb. Riddle in WWE is pleased. Bro.
Oh, JonnyLink very nearly fell into the pit trying to get the flight and caught on the block.
But still hangs on.
HighFlyer getting the flight. Tightening
Goes
their
up to the
gap.
branding. And that takes care of 6F2 for both of them. Oh, well, we see one of the fortresses builds a bridge to the pipe.
Oh, and HighFlyer is in 6-6.
Oh no.
And JonnyLink is out of, I believe, 7-3. So that's a little bit easy. Actually takes the hammers do break locks here.
It's a 50-50, but the 50-50 is rolled to a yes in this particular seed.
HighFlyer got the snipe shot on the Boom Boom.
Nice snipe hammer, and wow, that does build the bridge to that pipe. Oh, we have Boss Bass.
Definitely gonna have to be careful because I'm pretty sure ducking down into the shell of the hammer suit does not protect you from boss bats.
Nope, it just makes you more delicious. Or so I've been told. Yep, plumber on the half shell. Let's go. Alright, World 7 airship.
Now, unfortunately, the hammer suit does not work against the Koopa Kids, so unfortunately, HighFlyer does have to do this normally. And it looks like it's a 5-hit Lemmy.
That is a 5-hit Lemmy. And what a swag grab. Hammers flying everywhere.
And Flyer has managed to take back the lead, going into the Great Equalizer.
Hammer Brother in the castle, thought you ought to know.
Oh yeah, we forgot to ask about how many bridges we think everyone thinks.
Chat knows for the most part at this point.
Well, we see one lock already, so 4 bridges is already dead.
What? Oh, wow. That would be a, even though it's not 7-1, would that be a mac and cheese style clip?
It would say so. I actually forgot that you could clip right there.
The only reason I know is because I saw somebody attempt it in the last seed. And now 3F1, the let's make a deal for it. Just goes right to door number 6.
HighFlyer get another nice snipe with the hammer. And JonnyLink is now coming into the Great Equalizer as well, so only a couple of stages behind. So we see another lock.
I don't know. My usual guess is 1, and more often than not, it's either 1 or 2. Oh, there's a block in that direction. What?
Oh, HighFlyer thought about it, but decided not to try the hammer.
Interesting.
I'm actually really surprised by that. Oh.
And good call, as it was not necessarily, but it's blocked by Atlantis!
Oh, that's rough.
What a block. 4, 3, 2, 1, same level 3.
And HighFlyer doesn't have a cloud, and honestly, even if they did, I don't know if I'd want. Oh well, never mind. I was gonna say I don't know if I'd want to intentionally take the death to use the cloud, because then I'd be giving up the hammer suit. But I guess that's kind of moot now.
Atlantis, one of only a couple auto-scrollers that weren't able to be taken out in the game. And this is a beta level. So we sure picked a heck of a time to see it here. Oh, had to bump into that Nanny Koopa.
JonnyLink walking into Atlantis.
Did not have a Jugen Cloud either.
So, unfortunately for Johnny, it looks like this will be HighFlyer's race to lose unless something goes horribly wrong.
Yeah, there's no way to make that auto-scroll go any faster.
Ooh, first try clip.
Ooh. HighFlyer's not messing around here.
So fun details for everyone who doesn't know. Bowser's hitbox in this game is only in his head. And I don't mean that in a metaphorical sense, I mean that literally. As long as you're crouched down inside his sprite and don't touch his head, you will not take damage.
And then just jumping out the way. And get out your GGs for HighFlyer, who is going to take game number 1 here. In just a smidge over 35 minutes. The official race time is 35 minutes and 13 seconds.
And JonnyLink is in the fort as well.
Gonna fly up, not bother with the clip. Alright, doesn't get the last snipe here. So yeah, as close as this was, I mean, it was just a little bit of routing in World 8 that made the difference here. I mean, all told, this will be, what, maybe a minute and a half difference?
Just about.
Give or take, yeah.
There we go. And get your GGs out for JonnyLink also.
And the official race time, 36 minutes and 46 seconds. So, yeah, a difference of 93 seconds between the two runners. So we have another seed that's getting rolled. We're going to work on getting things together as quickly as possible here. Now, with this second flag set, I don't even know if we're going to be taking a break here. We might just be getting right into it as our crack staff crew kind of getting everything together here. The difference in this flag set as opposed to the first one, we still have hammers and maybe or maybe not breaking locks, or I guess more maybe not or maybe, considering how infrequently it's occurred. We also still have no end card. The action or non-fort stages are going to be in their native worlds, so if we start off with World 7, you're going to see a lot of 7-somethings. as far as the question mark stages. Also, the toad houses respawn, and it is frog friendly. Now, what that means, I think it was gone over a little bit earlier, but this is also entering race number 4 for me here tonight, so they're all starting to blend together a little bit here. But that means that there are a few tweaks to a few different levels that if you would have normally a single space worth to walk through, well, it has double just in case you're a frog, and that's because of a particular issue that had occurred in 7F1 or Fort Knox, where if it was in World 1 and you went into a particular door to progress, it would just go into a pit. So they had to change things up to make that work. It's a lot of technical stuff. Yes, tonight there will be no third race. It is just a series of 2 races. Once we are done with the 4th Swiss round here, of which this is a part of, and get into the bracket stages, those will all be best 2 out of 3, except for the finals and the bronze medal match. Those will be best 3 out of 5.
And it looks like they're just about ready to get started.
Hey, I did a decent job of stalling for the appropriate amount of time. How about that? Oh, they were anticipating we were taking a break. I was like, no, I just figured we were just talking through it. We'll go commercial free for the rest of the hour, to use a broadcasting term.
And it looks like they're just about to get started. So, everyone, get your predictions out for First World. I'm gonna say World 5.
It's happened so frequently. I'm feeling a 7 start. It may not be reverse world order, but I feel like 7's gonna lead things off here. Just get them right into the mix.
Mayo Rabbit says First World Vanilla Dome. Alright, here we go. And I was actually right for once.
There you go. You called it.
And let's see where this pipe goes. Ooh, so forced climb up the tower. But it looks like Flyer and JonnyLink are gonna opt to go for the Hammer Brothers to get some early items.
Well, and nothing like taking out Hammer Brothers and getting a hammer. JonnyLink is living dangerously, but is able to take out those big bros via the water. And oh yeah, that's right, the toad houses do not disappear, so there may be a little bit of farming going on here, depending.
Oh yeah,
or
that's
may
true.
not.
So I did not see what the other Hammer Brother provided to JonnyLink. However, since that bro ran away, it looks like Flyer is going to not take that item.
I thought
So
it was
depending on
also
what
a
it
hammer,
was-
but I might be mistaken.
It might have been, but I'm not entirely sure.
Which, if they're giving hammers out that frequently, from what I've seen of these, that means hammers will not break locks. But yes, to clarify something from earlier, as we see a boss bass here in the sky. Okay, they were both hammers. All right, I wasn't misviewing that here. Oh, we have 8 fortress here as well. Yeah, the fortresses will be mixed up, and with a few exceptions, you'll see the standard question mark boards being native to their respective levels. So you'll see mostly see World 5 stages here in World 5, for example. But the forts can be anything.
Now, there is one caveat to this. If a world ends up with more forts than it normally would carry, then that would mean that one of its native levels are actually going to show up in a different world to replace the missing fort for that world. So, for example, if there were, say, I believe we only saw... Did we only see one fort here?
I believe so?
Oh no, there's a second
one. No,
one.
there's a second one.
Okay, so in this example, then, if the other fort was not there, then that would mean that we would actually have a level from a different world in here, and that second fort would show up somewhere else.
A different world, not to be confused with the late 80s, early 90s show with the same name. I don't know. Somebody was telling me to make 80s trivia references earlier, 80s TV trivia, so that was my way of trying to sneak it in there.
Well, speaking of 80s references, we just saw JonnyLink get another hammer to fall.
So would that make him the fall guy?
Perhaps. We'll have to find out in the end. Once again, though, they're both fairly close to each other. And the World 7 airship to kick things off. And only one hit for Roy.
Roy is nobody's boy this seed.
I believe so, Zero Wing. Because I believe the keys are something that you see in... I believe in 2U, specifically.
And our second world is World 7. That was the one I was guessing. So it gave me that as a consolation prize, I suppose.
And we have the 3-pipe Monty tonight. Oh, so they got a hammer suit from the letter. That's going to be important later. And JonnyLink finds the Promised Land, and unfortunately, the hammers will not break the locks, so... That's disappointing.
Oh, and the runners remember, yep, this is the frog-friendly set here. You see it in 7F1. Just hop up the pipe. You don't need to fly up or anything of that nature.
And it did not break the lock on that second island, so I think that was the right fort. Yes, it was.
Indeed.
So another fast start to the seed. Looks like Diesel Pilot was actually pretty merciful for these runners tonight.
I think it was more the game going, we don't want to hear any more Burgundy. Just let's get these over with. As I saw Teeks giving me the hook a little earlier.
that's 2 hits for Ludwig, 3 hits.
1, 2, 3.
And HighFlyer is not too far behind, about halfway through the airship right now. Little sloppy, but HighFlyer gets the fire kill.
And apparently, King of Koopas, yeah, apparently Bowser worked at Initech for a little bit as he was asking for his stapler. Office Space reference.
So, from what I was told before, the good thing about 742 in this world is that because it's World 1, the Piranha Plants will only spit out 1 fireball each volley. And we see another example of the frog-friendly nature, so they can run straight under those pillars instead of having to climb down, or duck down.
And let's see what we have here behind 1 through... Oh, wow, what a sniping loose chain chomp here. Oh, we have an anchor.
Ooh, a wild card. That'll be interesting to see what that ends up being later. So a quick refresher, an anchor can be anything except for a hammer. So...
I think they're good on hammers at this point.
Yeah, good point. It'd be nice if it would be a cloud.
Oh, Mayor Rabbit took my line. I was debating. I was like, should I say it? Should I say it? Nope, Chad already did it. Said the anchor could be anything. It could even be a boat. That's a Family Guy reference.
I think HighFlyer's about to learn the bad news about the hammers.
Yep.
Yep.
And now it's a 2 Fort Monty. And we see that 7F2, while the less desired option, is the correct decision. Ooh.
Ooh. That had to have been like the tiniest of the hitbox right there.
Hit it by that much. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm going backwards. That was a 60s TV show reference.
I'm inclined to agree with Brandy, though. I don't feel like HighFlyer was happy about that little clip with the hitbox.
Wow, so all 4 all 4 races that I've commentated tonight, Larry has been a one-hitter.
Wow. Bowser needs to drag his son into the gym. Ooh, HighFlyer almost got the wand grab, but unfortunately, just a little bit off.
See, all this whole decade stuff started because I made a reference to a short-lived TV show from 1979 into 1980 called Hello, Larry.
Ooh,
Which is
double
probably... Huh?
JonnyLink actually had a use for the hammers. He managed to double hammer in World 3.
Oh, look at that. And gets a Jugum Cloud.
Which is pretty good, considering that saves 4 levels right there. well, potentially 4. Might be 3, depending on what that pipe does.
Alright, so we have a standard hot foot and a couple of boos here in the elevator.
Ooh, HighFlyer taking a couple of hits on the carpet fort.
And now has the unenviable task of waiting for the elevator. If the wait was any longer, they'd have to, well, off-stream, play Herb Alpert and the Tijuana Brass's Spanish Flea. That's one of those tunes that you know if you hear it, but you wouldn't have known the name of it. That ba-da-ba-bum-bum-ba-ba-bum.
Oh, so that's what that's called.
That's what that's called. Yep, Spanish Flea by Herb Alpert and the Tijuana Brass. And if I sang any more of that, then I'd probably get DMCA'd. So I'm glad that you got it at that point.
Ooh, JonnyLink found the pipe to the fort, or to the castle. And it looks like that. It looks like that it wasn't a different fort to go along with it too. So.
All right, and JonnyLink gets the fire kill on Wendy, just as HighFlyer is entering the airship.
Four worlds in 15 minutes. We're making incredible pace here.
Strangely enough, it's still slower than the last race. I think they were on World 6 in 18 minutes.
Correct. And HighFlyer manages to get the fire kill as well, so that's nice.
Oh, there's the hammer to the... Oh, wow!
Almost free World 2.
We'll see if one or both of the fortresses are going to be required here.
It's good, though, that we are actually seeing the hammers get some kind of use instead of just clogging up the inventory.
There is that.
So, moment of truth. Let's see what happens. Let's see if both forts are required.
Of course both are required. And the second one is 4F1.
So, interesting detail about the whole frog-friendly thing. The reason that one tile gap is still there is because you have the option of going down the pipe into the sub-area of the fort, so it deems that part the frog-friendly side of it.
Well, if you have to go down the pipe, is it really an option? That's a debate for another day. Plus, just me being contrarian for the sake of being contrarian. Uh-oh, a little problematic here for HighFlyer, but gets through it.
I always love when they're able to jump through the little corner gap like that without taking damage.
Oh, I enjoy it too because I sure as heck can't do that. So JonnyLink now heading on in to take on Morton, who is salt-free. Only a one-hitter. So yeah, Johnny having the lead for the moment here. Yeah, this has been pretty back and forth, and they've been very close for the most part. Generally within 10 to 15 seconds, I'd say. Maybe 20.
Maybe. Let's see. So 7:55 or 17:55 going into World
17
6.
seconds.
This is ridiculously close.
Yeah, one misdirection, one death, one miscalculation can tip the direction into another runner's favor here. And we now have Iceland.
JonnyLink handling 3-8 pretty good.
6-8?
Or no, not 3-8. 6-8. Thank you. As soon as I said it, my brain was like, that doesn't sound right.
If I had $1 for every time my brain said that doesn't sound right to something that came out of my mouth, I could retire by now, so no worries there, Demon Battler.
So Flyer has 2 clouds on hand. Makes me wonder if they're gonna make good use of them. Especially with it being kind of late into the game. Those clouds are not gonna get as much use once you hit World 8, so...
I'm trying to think which world haven't we seen, because again, my brain's blending the 4 seeds together here. Oh wow, JonnyLink finding the quick route here. All right, Lemmy. I thought it was 4, but I wasn't 100% sure. Well, 2 hits for Lemmy. Three hits. Not exactly having a ball here. 4 hits. That
And
little hiccup
HighFlyer-
allowed HighFlyer a chance to catch up a little bit here.
Yeah, that saves a lot of time right there.
All right, into the King's hand at 20:55 for JonnyLink. And 21:12. So this is a 17-second differential heading into the penultimate world here.
And it looks like there's only one fort, so Donut Fort is going to be the gatekeeper to the airship here.
Firekill makes quick work of Boom Boom here in the fortress.
Firekill means that the lead is going to widen ever so slightly. Oh, and JonnyLink makes use of a nice little gimmick with the game. If you land on a space with the Hammer Brother and the screen scrolls over for the map, you can actually keep moving and skip that Hammer Brother.
We have a Quakey Iggy, who's a 2-hitter.
And HighFlyer is done as well, and it looks like they might have the off-screen one grab.
So that'll save a little bit of time. So 2250 into the King's hands versus 2258 and a half. So yeah, it's about an 8.5 second differential. So that lead got cut in half, entering into World 8. It's about an 8.5 second difference. So this is anybody's race still.
Yep. And it looks like there's 2 forts for sure, potentially a third in the first screen. I don't know about you, but if I see this, I feel like I'd play all of them just to knock them out of the way.
It's one of those better safe than sorry type things. I mean, risk versus reward and all those other cliched type things.
We see Spike Fort.
Yep, we see Desert Fort here. We see the I believe that was the Navy.
If they get to Bowser's Keep and there's only one bridge, I am just going to assume that Spike Fort here is what unlocked it. Because that's usually what ends up happening when this is in World 8.
I mean, HighFlyer going with the hammer strats here.
Oh, and that was in fact a fort, so it's the super tank. So about a one level gap at the moment.
Yeah, maybe 3/4 of a level, but yeah, the lead definitely to JonnyLink here, and well, let's see what all was done here with clearing those 3 areas. But HighFlyer saving little snippets of time here and there with that hammer, taking out certain enemies. So the lead's just being chipped into ever so slightly. And JonnyLink sees this fort here, is going to go ahead and give it a go. It is 6F1.
Honestly, that's not a bad idea, just because with the first 3 done, you at least know that for a fact now you're going to find the keep and you're in the clear.
And HighFlyer's not going to go for it. So this is a gamble.
Oh,
we do see at least one lock.
That means that Bowser's Keep should be clear then, because HighFlyer did clear out the other 3 forts. So that means that it just boils down to whoever finds the pipe first.
So this is down to pipe luck at this point, and
well, pipe luck, but if it turns out the bottom right in dark is actually the final... Oh, there it is! And HighFlyer uses their cloud, so they're done.
Cloud. Wow!
I was gonna say, if the dark bottom right is locked away, is what leads to the keep, then that last fort would make a difference, but it looks like it doesn't.
Absolutely amazing. And
HighFlyer gets the clip
try. What?
HighFlyer really does not mess around with those clips.
So, I mean, barring something absolutely disastrous, but nope, 5 hammers, bing, bang, boom, there goes Bowser.
And JonnyLink is in the fort as well, so... Once again, super close match here. And HighFlyer gets the floor clip for the swag.
What?
Oh my goodness. Get your GGs out, everyone, for HighFlyer, finishing with an official time of 27:19.
That is absolutely bonkers. And now JonnyLink trying for a third level clip here?
Looks like it.
And hits
And they got it.
Yeah, we thought the first seed was a fast one. I mean, both of these are going to be sub 30 here. I mean, this might be about a minute off from one another, all things said and done. Holy smokes. Well, that's going to do it here. Get out your GGs for JonnyLink, who's going to finish as the runner-up here very closely. An official race time exactly 1 minute behind HighFlyer at 28:19.
And joining us, we have HighFlyer28, GG.
Hey, thank you.
You were on point with those clips tonight.
Yeah, after my match against Midi Guy, I pretty much had to go back to the drawing board and just figure out what I was doing wrong, other than dying. And I feel like I definitely did that. Just that. I think I improved where I needed to improve, and I just played my game really.
I will say, you definitely are going to want to watch these back, because it was going back and forth for both races quite a few times.
Yeah, in the first seed, when I saw the mandatory Atlantis, I literally thought to myself, if Johnny didn't cloud 6-6, I had a feeling he would have took it just because of that.
I'm just dumbfounded at what I saw here. Those clips were just, as noted here, they were just on point, and I mean, those are the little minutia that just allowed you to take victory in both races here by a combined, 2.5 minutes between both races?
Just about, yeah. And Brandy, yes, Flyer is now officially 5-3.
And we have JonnyLink joining us as well here, and I mean, GG, you both were fantastic here. I'm at a loss for words, which is not a common thing to occur here.
Yeah, good game indeed.
Yeah, GG, Johnny.
Thanks, man. You too.
Thank you.
I think I just played too many forts in World 8 both times, probably, but I have no idea.
I played all three in the second seed on the first screen. I wasn't taking chances.
Yeah, that's what I did too. And then I found the other fort that was just in that other weird pipe, so I was like, yeah, I'll just do that one too.
That was the difference. That really that one additional fourth, the fourth one that was a guarantee, basically. That was the difference.
Yeah, that's the thing. Once I saw it, I was like, oh, I don't want to have to find my way back here and do more pipe transitions. So just kind of banking on maybe that's the one and he won't do it. But yeah, oh well.
Well, the interesting thing was, I was actually in the middle of commenting that lock might be holding the pipe to Bowser's Keep right as Flyer managed to find the right pipe. So there was definitely a chance, though, that it could have made a difference.
Yeah, I was hoping it was just the troll lock, and it was guarding a level tile, which had to have been, because there was no icon there.
I do love that the first seed was the last level was Atlantis. That was great.
Yeah, did you cloud 6-6 when you found it? If you did find it,
I found it. I forgot what seed it was. I found it and played it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it was the first seed. It was in it was actually in World 6. I think it was in the where 6F2 normally was, somewhere in that area.
Yeah, that rings a bell.
Yeah. I had a cloud and I was like, it's late enough. If I find 5-9 or Atlantis, it's whatever. But I was like, I just took the 100 coins and clouded, and I was like, when I saw Atlantis, I was like, man, if he didn't cloud 6-6 and still has one for here, I would be pissed.
I don't know. I have a tendency to, like, if there's one level left in a world, I'll just cloud through it just to get through it.
Mhm.
It's some weird mentality of, oh, gotta finish this world as quick as possible. I won't even check the level, but I don't know. It's all a gamble. What are you gonna do?
I think I did that in the second seed in World 4. I took the pipe to the right, which brought me directly next to the fort, and then I just music boxed and clouded to the castle.
Yeah, I think I did the same thing. I didn't music box. I just skipped over it with the screen transition or whatever.
Yeah, I wasn't fortunate enough. There was one in my way, so I kind of had to.
I was going out of my way in the second seed towards the beginning to do Hammer Brothers, and I got a few hammers from that, and I was like, oh, I hope you didn't do that. But I think you did.
The second seed, I actually took the pipe instead of going the twisty, and it led me to the other side where the two bros were at on the bottom section, and I played the bottom bro, and it had a hammer.
Yeah, I played both of them.
And
The
both
other
of them
one
had
was
a
between
hammer.
the two levels. Oh wow, yeah, I couldn't get to the other one. I wasn't going out of my way to play a level and then play a bro, so I just stuck with the one. Yeah, in the first seed, I made a huge gamble because of that World 6. In that right after that 6-6, I clouded it, and then what was it? Oh, so I was small, and then there was a fort directly after it, which was build the bridge on the top section where that one pipe is. And I was like, oh, I can't go into this fort small, and so I put the hammer suit on, and I actually was able to keep it for a good bit, and I just took a gamble. I was like, oh, please don't let Fort Knox be, later on. And
Nice.
never saw it, though, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I don't remember what else. Yeah, in the first seed, I broke. I'm sure you did the same thing, because it was like, I think it was the second world. It was World 1, and
Yeah.
you got the hammer from the letter and just used it right there.
Yeah, I mean, it had to. It's skipping 3 levels that early. It's like, yeah.
World 1, the second seed, I tried to see if hammers broke locks, and it didn't. And then I happened to pick the 7F2 in the 1F's vanilla location, which happened to be the right one.
Yeah, I did the same thing, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I'm just gonna have to rewatch it then. Sounds like a lot of it we did the same thing.
Yeah, that second one must have just been down, like you said, that last fort I played.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, like you guys were pretty much like within 1 or 2 levels of each other the entire time. Like going into World 8, I believe we said it was only like an 8.5 second difference.
Correct.
Oh, now I remember. I lost the hammer suit in Atlantis because I was trying to avoid the Bertha and the golden cheaps, and I missed the hammers on the Bertha, and I ended up taking damage. So that was another reason why it took. I should have finished 40 seconds sooner because I didn't have the hammer suit at all for Bowser, so I had to do cuddle strats.
I lost my hammer suit too. I didn't have a star for Bowser's Castle, so I just tried to jump over the statues, and I clipped into one, and then I fell and got lasered.
Oh no!
I mean,
honestly,
you finished before I even got to Bowser, so it didn't matter. But it was a bummer.
I honestly don't remember the last time I've used a star for Bowser's Castle. Because it's with me speedrunning vanilla, using a star is just it's kind of a time loss. So I'm so used to not using a star.
Yeah, I usually just either use a star and run through it, or I can usually jump over it and be fine. But to clip into one of the statues and fall down,
Oh yeah,
pretty rough.
Speaking of clip, I think I clipped. I don't know. I think it was during the race. I clipped into the World 7 airship at the very last log. I corner clipped right into it. I think it was in the race. I don't remember if that was a practice seat or not, but that was pretty hilarious.
Oof.
Luckily, I was able to just jump right out of it, but...
Oh, there you
go.
So at the end of this, that brings HighFlyer to 5-3, and JonnyLink is at 3-5 now. How do you guys feel for when we get to the bracket stage?
I mean, after tonight, I definitely know that, you know, like I was saying, my match versus Midi Guy was just a complete off night, and you know, we scheduled it the same day we found out, and yeah, so knowing that, you know, I can perform the way I should have been, you know, in that match, I'm feeling pretty good, and I can't wait. I mean, I love this Swiss format, and hopefully the admins and the group, you know, continue to do it that way. I feel like it's makes the matches a lot more interesting.
I have to agree. Like, as much as I like the group format, the fact is, if you end up in a group with like 2 or 3 other players of a fairly high level, then you're pretty much doomed from the start. At least here, you have a chance with people roughly your same skill level based on the matches in order to like still be able to advance somewhat decently.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I've been enjoying it.
I mean, that being said, heading into brackets, JonnyLink, I would say, is a pretty dangerous competitor to 3-5 record. Like, I mean, nothing to sneeze at by any means.
Yeah, don't let that peach sprite fool you.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I was happy with how I played. No stupid deaths or anything, just silly gambles that didn't pay off. But I mean, this is the randomizer. What are you gonna do? It's fun.
Yeah.
It's great. It's a good time.
That's what makes a randomizer for sure.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, thanks for playing. Thanks for hosting. Thanks for everything.
Yeah, thanks guys for the comms, Diesel Pilot for the restream, and SpeedGaming for allowing us to be able to showcase this.
Yep. And we have another showcase of this coming up in, about 20 and a half hours from now. That'll be 7 o'clock tomorrow night. It's going to be Night Shifter against Sharky 2107 on a network yet to be determined. So check out the Super Mario Brothers 3 randomizer Discord for a little bit more on that. Meanwhile, looking here at the SpeedGaming schedule, currently over on SpeedGaming's main channel, there is a Zelda 1 randomizer Rookie Rumble 2 matchup between Money Mercs and Darthling. And coming up at the top of the hour, about a half hour from now, right here on this channel, it's going to be the Link to the Past randomizer daily race. So little Zelda to kind of counterbalance the multitude of Mario that we've been providing here for you.
I was actually supposed to have a Zelda 1 randomizer race earlier today, but it got postponed.
That. I'll have to see when that is. Maybe I'll commentate that too. I'm trying
first
to
time joining that
be
tournament.
multifaceted in that regard.
Yeah, should be a good time.
Most certainly, but I think that's going to just about do it for us here. Make sure to give both of our runners a follow. They've done a fantastic job here for you this evening, and if you want to show some love to us folks behind the scenes as well, Demon Battler, my broadcast partner, I'm Ferran Burgundy, and we do fun things as well. Any other last thoughts before we wrap things up here?
Just thanks everyone. It was a good time.
Yep.
Good game.
Yep, GG's. And good luck the rest of the way.
Yeah, you too.
Thank you.
Yeah, a lot still to come as we have the last week here of the Swiss rounds, and then the brackets begin here in the Super Mario Bros. 3 Randomizer Tournament. For Demon Battler, I'm Ferran Burgundy, saying stay classy, my friends, and more importantly, stay safe. See you next time here on Speed Gaming 2. Good night, everybody.
Have a good night, everyone.
Have a good one.